In many elections, northern Uganda was not voting for us. I think at one time we were getting 12%. But NRM continued working for northern Uganda, whether they voted for us or they didn't vote for us.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel.
That persuading people is better than imposing yourself on them.
Lango need to join on to move with other part of Uganda in the name of peace, unity and development.
You want another rap?
How northern Uganda shifted from strong opposition to massive support for Museveni with 2026 regional vote statistics and future prospects. In the 2026 Ugandan general elections, Yoweri Museveni was officially re-elected for the 7th term with about 71.6% of the national vote, defeating Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu of the National Unity Platform, who secured approximately 27%, while other candidates shared the remaining votes. National voter turnout was just about 52% of the registered voters. The outcome reaffirmed the dominance of the national resistance movement nationwide. What stood out most in the 2026 was the overwhelming support Museveni received in northern Uganda, a region that once formed the backbone of opposition politics. In the Lango sub-region, which is historically aligned with the Uganda People's Congress (UPC), Museveni achieved one of his strongest performances nationally. Official tallies showed he received about 84 to 85% of the presidential vote in Lango overall. In Lira City, his support was recorded at roughly 85%, while several surrounding districts delivered vote shares above 80%. This represents a dramatic reversal from the 1996 to 2006 period when Lango consistently voted against Museveni and UPC retained strong influence. Immediately following Lango, the Acholi sub-region, once the epicenter of anti-government sentiment during the Lord's Resistance Army insurgency, also delivered commanding support for the incumbent in 2026. Museveni secured approximately 72 to 78% of the presidential vote across Acholi districts, with some districts such as Kulu and Kitgum reporting results within this range. While slightly lower than Lango's margins, these figures represent an extraordinary shift compared to the early 2000s, when Museveni's vote share in Acholi districts often fell below 30 to 35%. However, parliamentary races in Acholi showed more variation. Several NRM candidates lost seats despite the president's strong numbers, indicating that while voters overwhelmingly backed Museveni personally, local representation remains competitive and performance-based. To understand the magnitude of this shift, one must revisit early years of Museveni's rule after 1986. Northern Uganda, particularly Acholi and Lango, bore the brunt of LRA conflict for nearly 2 decades. Massive displacement into internally displaced persons camps, insecurity and economic collapse fostered resentment toward the central government. During the elections in 1996, 2001 and 2006, many northern districts gave Museveni less than 40% of the vote, with opposition candidates such as Kizza Besigye performing strongly. UPC maintained significant political identity, especially in Lango. The political turning point began after the mid-2000s as the insurgency declined and relative stability returned. The government implemented construction programs, expanded road networks, extended electricity, built schools and health centers, and strengthened state presence. Over time, this tangible development reshaped political attitudes, especially among young voters who did not directly experience peak wartime trauma. The NRM also intensified grassroots mobilization and strategically integrated local leaders into party structures. Political defections weakened opposition strongholds, particularly UPC influence in Lao. Generational change further diluted historical party loyalty, shifting voter priorities from identity-based politics towards development and stability. Meanwhile, NUP under Robert Shagulanyi maintained strong appeal in urban centers, especially in central Uganda. However, in the rural north in 2026, NUP failed to significantly penetrate districts that delivered large presidential majorities to Museveni. Urban-rural political divides remain evident nationally. Today, northern Uganda stands transformed electorally, with approximately 84% in Lao and roughly 72 to 78% across Acholi for Museveni in 2026. The region has become one of the NRM's strongest presidential bases. Yet this loyalty appears pragmatic rather than unconditional. Parliamentary seat losses in parts of Acholi show that voters still demand accountability. Turnout in some northern districts also offered slightly below the national average, suggesting lingering disengagement in certain areas. Looking ahead, the future of this alignment depends on sustained development performance, youth economic inclusion, and political openness. If the NRM continues delivering tangible benefits, northern Uganda may remain solidly aligned with Museveni's political legacy. However, demographic shifts, rising youth aspirations, and effective grassroots opposition organization could gradually reintroduce competitiveness into the region's electoral landscape. However, now the 2026 figures marked one of the most significant regional political transformation in Uganda's post-1986 history.
Thank you for watching Lango News channel. Please subscribe for more updates.